everyone. My name is Lori Bumbaco. I'm an oncology dietitian, and I'm coming to you from the Judy Nicholson Kidney Cancer Foundation with another segment of our series that we're calling Nutrition Mythbusters. Do you have questions like, does sugar feed cancer? Or should I drink red wine because it's heart healthy or it's helpful in a cancer protected diet? Maybe you've come across some of those myths and you have some of those questions. That's what this series is attempting to help you understand best. So if you have some of those questions, and this is the first segment that you happen to be watching, have no fear. We have them recorded on the YouTube channel for the Judy Nicholson Kidney Cancer Foundation. So you can go back and take good notes and improve your knowledge as well as your confidence that you are doing the best that you can do in a cancer protective diet and lifestyle. So I want to talk today about a very common subject in the world of oncology nutrition, and that is dietary supplements. I'm sure you've heard of them, right? So what are dietary supplements? Well, not too long ago, it was actually in 1994, we technically defined what a dietary supplement is. And the operative word in the definition is supplement, as you're going to understand. So dietary supplements are defined as any ingredient that is intended to supplement the diet. And that can include things like vitamins and minerals, herbals and botanicals, amino acids. There's even enzymes. There's a whole market that has seriously exploded in the world of dietary supplements. Now, as a dietitian, I like to help set the record straight about the role of dietary supplements in a cancer protective lifestyle. Now, dietary supplements are very popular. So about a third of Americans are using dietary supplements. Now, that number significantly increases when someone is diagnosed with a cancer, and an estimated 80% of individuals who are diagnosed with a cancer are taking a dietary supplement. Now, did you know that even almost the majority of those people that are taking a dietary supplement take more than one? And in my experience in practice, I've had individuals come in with duffel bags full of different dietary supplements that they heard, maybe it was from a well-intentioned family member or a neighbor, or they saw something on social media or on a news story, or even read online about how dietary supplements are necessary for cancer protection. So that leads us to the nutrition myth, which I'm going to attempt to bust today, which is dietary supplements are necessary in a cancer protective approach. Have you heard of this, or do you feel this way? Well, hopefully today I can give you some helpful information to help you decide best how to navigate the answer to that for yourself. So I already defined what dietary supplements are, and gosh, as I mentioned, there is such a market for them. In fact, it's a multi-billion-dollar industry. A big, crazy, whopping multi-billion-dollar industry. Probably I went into the wrong field. Sometimes I wonder. But this industry, unfortunately, is not very well regulated. So dietary supplements are basically sitting on our shelves without any proven safety. So until it's shown that they might be harmful for us, that's when the government, the FDA, will step in to investigate whether or not that supplement is safe and make the decision whether or not it should be banned. And that has happened actually a handful of times since the market has exploded. There are some supplements that are currently banned, but still available in this country. That's kind of concerning, right, for safety's sake. Now let's go through some of the other concerns about dietary supplements because they are not without risk. The first concern about a dietary supplement for a person diagnosed with cancer is that it may interact with treatment. We have evidence that antioxidants in very high doses have been shown to interact with radiation as well as cytotoxic chemotherapy, and some other supplements certainly could interact with surgery. So we probably want to discuss the use of a dietary supplement with our healthcare provider. that might be the best recommendation I can give to you. The other concern, and there's many, so get ready, I'm going to list them all. The other concern about dietary supplements are that they are metabolized in the same way that a drug is metabolized. So very often dietary supplements may interact with your prescription or even over-the-counter products. So they can render those products or prescriptions as less or even more effective. It's going to compound the drug's effect, and we don't want to see that for anyone who is ongoing treatment. So the moral of the story is to discuss the use of dietary supplements with your healthcare provider. Another concern about dietary supplements are that they are not without potential risk. So we do find that some are sold in very high doses, or they contain contaminants, and they have been shown to be responsible for adverse events. And upwards of 20,000 reports related to dietary supplements that have caused someone to go to the emergency room. 20,000 annually. Now that's concerning because we think that not all adverse events are reported properly because people don't know the right channels to do so. So we know that there are contaminants and some unsafe supplements that are on the market at present, leading to that many admissions or visits to the emergency room. Another reason to consult your healthcare provider to discuss the use of a dietary supplement. The other concern about dietary supplements, and I just alluded to this, sometimes they have contaminants. So sometimes they find heavy metals inside dietary supplements. They have these contaminants that are shown to show up during processing and manufacturing of them. So I wouldn't want anyone who is on cancer treatment or in recovery from treatment to have to worry about excessive levels of metal inside their body that their kidneys or their liver now have to process. So yet again, another reason to consult with your healthcare provider before using them. And lastly, the other concern about dietary supplements are that, well, we just don't know that they're effective. There are some exceptions when clinically it may be indicated that a dietary supplement would be beneficial for you, and that's assessed on a case-by-case basis. But we have no good evidence that dietary supplements are helpful in the setting of cancer, whether it be from prevention to, in the first place, curing in the second place. We have no good evidence. And that's why many expert organizations recommend that we do not rely on dietary supplements for cancer protection. And it's also why you may see in fine print on every single label, because that's the law, every single label of a dietary supplement must include, and it's usually unfortunately in fine print, so we have to look for it, dietary supplements must include the statement that the product is not intended to prevent, treat, or cure any disease, and that of course includes cancer. So, yet again, we may want to discuss with our healthcare provider our contemplation of using any dietary supplements. They may be risky, they may interact with treatment, and they may not even be effective, and that would be a shame to waste money on something that's not even going to be helpful for us. So those are the known reasons why not to rely on dietary supplements for cancer protection. Of course, there are exceptions, as I listed earlier, but guess what? Guess what I also like to share? So we know we're not going to rely on dietary supplements. It's a myth that we need them for cancer protection, but here's what we can do. We can empower ourselves with food and nutrition because we know that's proven to be cancer protective. So I like to use a perfect example about vitamin C. So if you thought you might want to take vitamin C because you heard it's a very strong antioxidant, maybe it can quote unquote boost our immune system. So you look for a dietary supplement that offers maybe 2,000, maybe 3,000 milligrams of vitamin C. Well, there are already known risks of doing that, which I'm going to save for another time, but you're missing out. I think it's a missed opportunity because you can eat a food and enjoy the taste of the food. You can eat a food and reap so many other cancer protective benefits besides just the vitamin C that it contains. So a really good example is something like blueberries, which if you have been attending the farm markets, you notice that the summer fruits are starting to come in, and it's such a great time of year, right? So blueberries are a great source of vitamin C. A single serving is going to give you close to everything that you need for vitamin C in a day's time. How great is that? But that's not all they contain. And this is where supplements fall short to the power of a diet. What is in those blueberries, besides the vitamin C, are some potent cancer fighters. So we also get fiber from the blueberries, which is so great for sort of detoxifying our body and also helping promote bowel regularity and controlling our blood sugar levels. Fiber is really great for us and found in a lot of our whole plant foods. But blueberries, besides the fiber, besides the vitamin C, they also contain cancer fighters, including phytochemicals, which are literally unique to plant foods. So we don't find them in dietary supplements. That's a shame, right? So now we know what's superior, the blueberries to the dietary supplements. There's something called anthocyanins in blueberries. That's what gives it that beautiful deep blue color. And anthocyanins show antioxidant as well as anti-inflammatory properties. So you're getting such bang for buck, right, in cancer protection. There also is something called ellagic acid, which is also anti-inflammatory. And then there are other compounds that speak to the gut that are inside blueberries. And one of them is a family of compounds called the flavones. And so flavin-3 is a very popular, very interesting phytochemical, and it is found in blueberries, and it actually talks to our genes. Did you know this? So it can turn on and off switches that are related to cancer suppression or cancer growth. And what's in blueberries we want in order to turn off those turn on the tumor suppressor genes and turn off the ones that promote growth. Isn't that powerful? That is super powerful. Nutrition can be medicine, right? So when we're eating the blueberries, among so many other plant foods, we're reaping so much more than just one isolated compound that we find in a dietary supplement. One that may be risky, one that may interact with treatment or other prescription medications. I think the case is closed, right? We know that dietary supplements are inferior to the power and the protection of a whole food plant-based diet. So thank you for watching another segment of our Nutrition Mythbusters. I hope you learned a little something from me today, and I hope to continue to offer some additional tips as well as resources in your journey towards a cancer protective diet. I'll see you next time.